Hello. Welcome back to Latin. Our passage here today is, as I'm sure all of you have watched, from Ovid's Amores, which is a series of elegies, love elegies. Like we mentioned in the video, these elegies, love poetry, are very contrived, meaning it's very inauthentic in terms of the feelings that are expressed. It's more of an exploration, a self-conscious exploration of themes, attitudes, ideas, people, personas. The I in here, the Ovid's poetic I, should not be construed, should not be associated with, to be thought of as the actual Ovid. So, with that in mind, we're going to read about Ovid, the character, not the historical person, and his girlfriend, Corinna. And again, how do you proceed through a Latin paragraph?
Class! Bye! Class!
Very good. Clause by clause. And my first clause is only one word. It's only one word. Skis. Here is a conjunction. That's a whole other clause. I'm not going to worry about that one right now because it's a whole other clause. So skis. Hopefully, by now, after all those verbs you parsed, you are now absolutely looking at the endings of every single verb every single time you see one. Better. So skis, is, O-S-T, you. I actually know that you're not. I can tell by some of the assignments you've already turned in that you're still not processing the ends of these verbs every single time. Do it every single time. Every single time. You know. There, I did a clause. There. You know. And then I'm going to go to my other clause, which happens to be 3 words here. Quanta, tempora, dixerim. Are you looking at that verb? Are you looking at the verb? You better be. You better be. Dixerim. M-S-T. M-S-T. That's I. So that's what you should start with that verb. The tricky part of this clause here is that your conjunction is also an adjective. They are agreeing in gender, number, and case. I want to do my conjunction first if I have one. You know how many times I said. This, of course, is a indirect question. Very good. It's an indirect question. Indirect question. You know how many times I said. Now, sometimes the subjunctive in Latin is going to need an extra helping verb expression. May, might, could, but not here. Because English's subjunctive has fallen away. We don't use it as much. And so for this one, you're just going to translate it as the perfect verb it is. You know how many times I said. And who is he talking to again? Very good, Corinna. And what happened to Corinna? Desista. Here we have a command. Here we have a command. Stop. We get a cease and desist, right? Desist. Stop to treat your hairs. Now you might think that sounds a little awkward, and it is. Stop to treat your hairs. Stop treating your hairs. Good. We're just going to make this infinitive to make it fit. Idiomatically, very good, it's a good word. into the English. Stop treating your hairs. And of course, hopefully from this tone right away, you can feel the protagonist's remonstration, as we talked about, right? He is yelling at her. And this is especially hard because why? I'm sure you read, or you listened, excuse me. Who reads anymore? You know how many times I said, stop treating your hairs. Claws by claws. I don't understand. I don't understand. There's my one clause. It's one verb again, because here's a conjunction, here's another verb. I'm just going to worry about this one. I'm just going to worry about that one. This is how big my clause is right there. I don't look at anything else. And again, look at those endings. That's a first person ending. First person. I don't understand. I don't understand, and I'm going to do my next clause now because I've finished this one. I'm going on to the next one. Start with my conjunction. Cooer. Why? Oh my gosh. Here was a brain verb with a question word, and here's a brain word with a question word. So I have two here, two indirect questions. Question word, brain verb. That gives me an indirect question there and an indirect question there. Perfect subjunctive. I don't understand why. Now I'm going to look at this, or look like that. Look at that. Right, I'm going to look at that, the verb. Now look. MST. You. It's second person. You don't have to look for a nominative subject. It's right in there. I don't understand why you did not hear me. You didn't listen to me. You didn't hear me. Oof. Can you feel the I told you so setup? Evidently the girl, Corinna, has lost all of her hair, totally bald. Ancient world, there was no consumer protections, FDA, that kind of thing. And so all kinds of things might have gotten into your cosmetics, your beauty care products. And evidently, Corinna got a bad batch, and her hair is gone. And as we said, an important part of her identity, her image, and she's vulnerable, right? And what would you expect as Corinna's romantic partner, Ovid? What would you expect him to do at this point? Be supportive, understanding, empathetic? No. Because this is going to be about power. I don't understand why you didn't hear me, why you didn't listen to me. Why? What did he say to her? Stop treating your hairs with like chemicals. And so obviously, what do we have here with Corinna? What can we infer? That she was disobedient, that she didn't listen to the man. And because she didn't listen to the man in her life, what is the result? Suffering. But, clause by clause, don't forget it. Look, here's a conjunction here. Is that a big clause? No, it's small. All the clauses we've done are small. But if you just look at it as one giant sentence, maybe you'll despair. Here's my verb. At the end of a clause. There it is. Tingo. Now you might be saying, oh my gosh, we're almost like, what, 10.5 minutes into this video, and you're on the second sentence, third sentence? Yes, there will be other videos on this shortly after, so just deal. Means to die, tingo here. Third principal part. But you have, est it, you have died. But you have died, not as in to kill, but as in to change a different color. But you have died, the direct object hair, komam. But you have dyed the hair, Tom. Here's my little adverb. Look at that. But you have dyed the hair in such a way, or so much, oh my gosh, ut, with the subjunctive in the next clause by clause. Ut with the subjunctive. Look at that. That subject and verbs. No hair is for you now. You know how many times I said stop, treating your hairs. I don't understand why you didn't hear me. But you dyed your hair so much that... I'm going to arrange this a little more to make it more idiomatic. That's a word you have to know. That, result clause with my subjunctive, with my uh-oh. That there is no hair for you now. But you dyed your hair so much that there is no hair for you now. Ouch. So, hopefully, well, in these blank spaces, right, in the video, you're thinking about Ovid as the character. But now, because she didn't listen to him, he is putting all the blame, right? Because you, now there is no hair for you. Ouch. Ouch. As if she didn't know, right, in the next clause, which is only 2 words. It's only 3 words. It's only 3 words. Look at that. If you had done nothing, namely left your hair alone, if you had done nothing, now the hair would be growing. Now the hair would grow. This is a little tricky because it's not a clause, but it's describing what the hair would be if she had just listened to him and not done anything. If you had done nothing, now the hair would grow. These are all feminine. Look, agreeing with my hair. Full and alive and beautiful. Ugh. Which evidently the inference we're supposed to make is that it's anemic, dead, and ugly.